Hey everyone, it's me. So, um, there was something that I wanted to talk about. How, I get really annoyed and frustrated when certain people think it's okay to do these certain things, like when, it's not a good reason to do. Like, oh, say somebody's like, well, I love eating meat, but then decide to be a vegetarian out of nowhere. It's like, why? Why are you doing that exactly? I mean, I can only understand if you're allergic to it and you can't have it, so you have to improvise to help keep protein in your body to stay healthy. That's the only good reason to be a vegetarian, you know. And people don't understand, like, no, that's not going to help you stay healthy at all. It doesn't. For the people who cannot have meat because they're deadly allergic to it, that is the only good reason to do something like that, you know? And it makes sense because it's a medical thing. It's something that could take your life and you have no choice, and it sucks for those people. So they have to use substitutes to help get protein in their body. It's not going to be the same, no, but they got to do something. But when you're somebody who thinks, oh, I got to be one to be more healthy and thinking that's okay, it's not. It really isn't. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. Especially if you're somebody who, oh, I gotta be dieting, so I'll just be a vegetarian. I was like, what? That's not a good excuse. I'm sorry, but also not sorry. I'm brutally honest about that kind of thing. I'm like, no, you don't need to choose to be something that you don't have to do actually at all. Vegetarians who cannot actually have meat, those kind of people who cannot have meat, is a good reason to be a vegetarian. But if you're not somebody who's allergic, you can still eat meat. There's no reason for that. Or, I know vegan stuff is also way worse because you're eliminating more food items out of your diet, which is also very unhealthy. Like, one of my favorite YouTubers, he was showing he watched this video of this guy. He's like, I'm a fruitarian. He barely eats vegetables, but he only likes to eat fruit and nothing else. Nothing else. And this guy, you can see that he has no muscles at all. And that's not what you want, you know, is to do something harmful to your own body and stuff. And there are a lot of people who do it anyways. And it's like, and a lot of people will die because of it. They don't live a long time. They will die because they have no muscle. Their body is not as strong because it's weakening every time that you keep putting it through that and not thinking of the consequences of it, you know? And that's what concerns me with certain people who do that in this world. I can understand, like, people who also can't have dairy. And, I mean, they, like, I know how vegans don't do any dairy products, but they also don't do eggs and meats and stuff. But I can understand when you're using something like that, but instead, like, you could still have eggs and stuff. At least use that, but put it in that perspective. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's like my mom, she cannot have dairy anymore. She used to have it, but this certain particular shot that her doctor said, oh, this would help with this problem, but you can't have dairy anymore because it affects your body. So she cannot have dairy anymore, and it's sad. And she's like, I regret that because she can't have the same amount of calcium that she needs in her body, so she has to take only pills for that. But I'm worried about my mom because also she hasn't had a good reason why things had to change for her because she had to go through breast cancer twice, you know. I'm going to make a part 2 real quick.